What is going on, guys? It's your host, Breeze. Welcome to the Real Talk show. How's everybody's day going? Today we have a guest. You already know, Chris. He's here today. You know how he get down. Let's get to it. Yo, man, how's everything going? How's everything been? How's the family? How you doing? Well, I'm really excited to be on the show. You know me. But everybody's been good, man. I've been good. Everybody's been good. Taking it day by day, bro. Baby girl's doing good in school. That's all that really matters right now for me. You know, as long as she's doing good in school, that's my stepping stone right there. Like, as long as she's doing good in school, that's all that I feel good. I feel good, you know. But yeah, everybody's been good, man. Everybody's been good. You know how I do. You know, I start getting the questions down packed and all that shit. Yeah. That's what we're doing today. So prepare yourself. I have to have a sip before we start. Yeah, man, you and these questions, man, be crazy sometimes, man, for real. For real. But yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. Definitely definitely let me grab a little something. Let me grab a little something. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Axe away. So, everybody wants to know what made you you. So I got a couple of questions here. We're gonna go down with them. Um, let's get to it. Question number one. What is something someone said to you that will stay with you forever? What really stuck with me forever, and it still is now, is that some of my people, even like some family members of mine, told me that I would never make it. Straight up, that I would never make it. I would never make it out the hood. I would never make it to where I want to be. I never do what I want to do, you know, and that really stuck with me. And it bothered me. It bothered me. It bothered me. All these years, still to this day, it bothers me because sometimes I deal with, you know, these like little, little tiny traumas where it's like, am I gonna make it? You know what I mean? Am I doing this for the right cause? Should I be doing this? Am I wasting time? You know, and one thing when someone tells you something like that, bro, people don't think that sticks with them all their life, and it does. It bothers them. You know, friends and family don't understand sometimes where your dreams are at or your goals are at. They only see what you show, and and sometimes it's not just about what you show at that moment. If you have a plan, if you have a goal or a dream, chase it, complete it, achieve it. You know what I mean? Do it. You know, even if no one's by your side doing it with you, do it yourself. Do it yourself because you don't know the ability you have on your own until you actually do the work. Do the work and you'll see for yourself on how much you can get done on your own. You know, and that's what I would definitely go towards. And that goes for everybody. You know, achieve your goals, do what you want to do. Do what you dream of, every day, every night, every morning. If you see a vision, go for it. Do it. Cause no one's gonna do it the way you do it. You know what I mean? Like ain't nobody gonna achieve that goal, accomplish that mission, have that dream the way you have that dream. So don't try your best to brush off the laughs when you bring them an idea, or try your best to ignore the negativity. And don't get me wrong, sometimes you might need the negativity sometimes. And what I mean by that is that you might need that doubt at somebody, hey yo, listen man, don't do that. Hey, listen man, yo, you can't do that, bro. Trust me, it's not gonna happen. Blah, blah, blah. But it's like you need that because that's gonna push you to do it. That's the thing. That's gonna push you to do it. Prove them wrong. You know what I mean? But it's more about proving to yourself that you can do it. I bet I could do this. They saying that I can't do it, say less. Alright, watch me. Watch me do it. Watch me prove them wrong that I can do it. And when it does happen, that's when they come back around like, oh shoot. Oh shoot. Yo, that really happened. Oh, okay. Wow. Mm. I I feel you on that. I really do, bro, because you know, doing this podcast, I had a little bit of doubt in myself doing it. I didn't really have nobody to, go to, or I had a couple of friends where they were like, I would bring in ideas to them and they'll laugh about it, they're like, yo. So I definitely understand where you're coming from with that situation right there. Hell yeah. What's an apology you never got to give? I would have to say I would definitely have to say the apologies that I never got to give was to my grandfather. Yeah, to my grandfather. He was a great man, great man. Um, he really pushed me a lot. Me and him was always on our toes, like always going back and forth and everything like that. Always kicking me out the house. But that taught me, you know, that he kind of disciplined me with that situation too, because rest in peace to him too. He was also a drinker too, heavy drinker, but he was a beast because he was always a work hustler. He was a hustling man. Everything he did was hustle, straight hustle. He barely had a job, but he was a hustler. He used to do I don't know if you know the piraguas. He used to do a lot of piraguas. He used to be the guy in Brooklyn Sunset, right on Fourth Ave. Doing the piraguas for all the kids in the hood, for all the kids on the block, whatever it is. As long as you came up here with $2 or whatever it is, he got you. Homemade stuff too, like the homemade flavors and all that stuff. He used to really get down with that, and he used to hustle with that. That was his money. That was his making money right there. Like he had a van. We used to call Lucy. Wow. It was a blue van. Wow. Called Lucy. He had a lot of junk in there. He used to, sell a lot of things. Do a lot of work for everybody in the block whether it was moving or demolition or cleaning up somewhere. Like he'll do it. That was just him. Like he had your back. If you hooked him up with a little cash in there, he got you, no problem. And that's who he was. That's who he was. But he passed away. He passed away. Yeah. He was close to 80. He was around, like, I want to say he was like around 80, like 79, 80, 81. I want to say. Yeah. He passed. It's crazy because the way he passed was he was taking his medication, and the medication that he was given by his doctor, it wasn't a valid medication for him. The medication was for, like, it wasn't for, they like the his lawyer would say, like, it's not the medication wasn't for Spanish people. I know it sounds funny, but this is what really was said. The medication just wasn't for him. So, normally he would take his medication every day, every time, whatever it was, and the medication just backfired on him. And at that time, my brother was there. My brother, you know, didn't realize what was going on. But my brother went in action. He went in action, and he saved his life. He got him. He got him enough. He had him enough time to get him to the hospital. But right before the hospital, my brother, he laid him down, was doing CPR on him, and then my aunt came. My aunt was doing CPR on him, and then ambulance came, and we rushed him to the hospital. That's when I got the call, and I was like, oh shit, like I gotta go. I was working at that time, and I told my job, I was like, listen, I gotta go. Like, my grandfather's in the hospital, and it was serious. It was really serious, but I never got to apologize to him. Like, yo, I'm sorry for whatever, you know, I did wrong, or, if I was just a bad grandson to you, like, I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I never got to say that to him, but I know deep down, like, he understands. He sees me down here, grinding, pushing myself, and doing everything I got to do for my family. So that's one thing that I I I kind of keep over my head a lot of times. Like, damn, son, I wish my grandfather was here, because he would really push me. Because he used to tell me, "Don't be like your brother. Don't be like your father. La, la, la. Like, don't stop working. You hear me? Don't stop working. Get a job. Da, da, da. Don't stop working. Whatever you do, don't stop working." And I used to be like, all right, pa. As a kid, you wouldn't listen, you know what I mean? But I used to be like, all right, pa, all right, I got it, I got it. But and with my daughter, bro, he loved my daughter, bro. He loved my daughter. He taught her Spanish when she was like 3. Taught her Spanish, and he every time he'll see her, speak to her in Spanish. He wouldn't speak to her in regular English. He'll speak to her straight Spanish. Straight Spanish. He'll speak to her, and she'll understand little bits and pieces of Spanish. She'll understand, and it would shock me, like, oh shoot, oh yeah, but that's what it was. He was that type of man. He was a wild man, though. I ain't gonna lie. He was a wild man. He was about his shit, though. Very cranky, but he was about his shit. Definitely about his shit. Oh damn, man. Sorry you had to go through that. As I could definitely relate. We're gonna push this question, because I feel like this question is really where it's at. Yeah. So we're gonna ask, who broke you? Who broke me? This is a very good question. Okay, I got 2 statements for that. I would say what broke me and who broke me. So I'm gonna go with what broke me was um my mom passing. My mom passing. That's what broke me. That um that's what really broke me, and it it taught me. Before I get to that, but yeah, she passed. She passed in 2021. She had a large amount of substance, and it went to her brain, and it caused a brain aneurysm. And you know, experiencing that was very difficult to deal with, because that's moms. You know what I mean? That's your mother. You feel what I'm saying? That's Your parents are not supposed to, you know. Well, you are supposed to, watch your parents go. Your parents are not supposed to watch you go. Right? Correct. Um, but as a child, you don't want to see your parents go. You want to see your parents live up to their 60s, 80s, 90s, possibly 100, past 100. That's what you want to see. You want that. So her passing, man, that shit fucked me up. It really did. Really fucked me up. Um, I didn't know how to really take it in. I was attacking people, arguing with people, fighting with people, for no apparent reason, and it's because of, her leaving. That's what really had me, is that I'm arguing with people that I never needed to argue with. I never needed to fight with these people. I never needed to curse out these people, and here and there people took advantage of me because of that situation, certain people, but they never understood that situation, because everybody else had their mom, you know, and I used to, see my boys and homegirls, argue with their mother and tell their mother, "Yo, ma, fuck you," blah, blah. And I used to really like sit back and just be like, "Yo, you don't understand. Like, I miss my mother arguing with me. Like, you don't understand that. Like, I miss you have that, but not in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying, like, I miss that because that's what I had to go through, and now that she's gone, I don't have nobody to argue with. I don't have somebody telling me, Chris, stop doing this, stop doing that, da da da. You know what I mean? I don't have that. So I used to, you know, tell my friends, like, yo, come here, let me talk to you real fast. Hey, yo, listen, dog. Like, I don't have my mom, dog. You have yours. Like, show her respect. Even though she's yelling at you, she's fucking with your brain or something like that. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's her job. She's supposed to do that. I don't have mines. I miss that shit. I miss that shit. I used to see little kids get their ass beaten inside a supermarket by their mothers, and the kids used to yell at the mothers back. I used to be like, "Oh, you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know." Like, I miss getting my ass beat by my mother. I miss that shit. I miss getting my ass beat by my mother, man. That ass, bro. That ass. And you know, seeing her in the hospital, they had to do surgery, and this happened at I want to say 4:40 in the morning. This happened, you know, running, running to the bus stop, catching the bus, running to Lutheran Hospital in Brooklyn, and seeing her on that bed. Like, when I first seen her, she was fine. Like, she seemed fine. She was talking, yelling at me like, "Chris, what am I doing here? What am I doing here?" Like, and she'd be like, "Ma, I don't know what happened. Like, tell me what happened." Blah, blah. And she'd be like, "I don't fucking know. Blah, blah, blah. What am I fucking doing here?" Blah, blah. And you know, when they had to go do surgery, and the doctor came out, he came out the first time. Came out like twice. Came out the first time. He says she's hard at responding. You know, we're working on her. She's just a little bit difficult to respond on. Like, she's not responding in the way that we want her to. So we're trying to push her. We're trying to, make sure she's responding. So we're like, all right, fine. The second time they came out the surgery room, that shit fucked me up. He, you could see it, you could feel it from the doctors just walking out. That's when I dropped right there, and I said, "Wow." I said, "Yo, I just saw her. Like, I just." And it's funny how, because that day, the day before, the day before, she comes to my crib. She comes to my crib, and she's crying to me. She's like, and I went to go get her breakfast, and got her breakfast, and she wanted like a small bottle of Georgie. That was her thing. Georgie bottle was her shit. And I went to go get a bottle of Georgie for her, and we're chilling in the crib. I'm painting my crib. I'm painting a two-tone color. I'm painting, and we're chilling in my crib, and we're talking, and she's telling me about how, she misses my father. She misses him. She loves him. Chris, I don't know what was going on. I don't know how we did. I don't know how we broke up. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Ma, you good, Ma. Just move on, and you don't gotta deal with the headache and going back and forth. Like, just move on. And and this is where it like kind of fucked my head up, but I didn't see it at all. I was blind from it. When she gave me her wedding rings, she gave me two of her wedding rings. She gave them to me, and she was like, "Here, here." I said, "What are these for?" She's like, "Here, have them." And she said, "Do me a favor, throw out." She said, "Do me a favor, throw out my wedding dress." I'm like, "What?" But at the same time, I'm painting, I'm cleaning out the crib, I'm getting new furniture in and stuff like that. So it's not comprehending with me at that moment of time. And I'm just like, all right, like, Ma, you all right? You good? She's like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna start heading out. I said, all right. So I went to the store real fast, and she left, but I went to the store real fast. And as I'm walking back, I see her again. She's walking to the bus, and I'm like, Ma, you all right? You good? What's up? You want me to walk with you? No, she's like, no, 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 no. Go ahead, go finish at the house. I'm gonna head out. So I go back to the house, and then she heads back. She comes back to the house, crying. She comes back crying, and my cousin at the time, he's like, yo, she's out in the front crying, bro. Go. And I'm like, oh shit, fuck. So I go and I hug her mad tight. Hug her, Ma, stop crying. And she hugs me tight. Hugs me very tight, very tight. I could feel it. I could feel it right now. Mm, mm. But she hugs me, and she hugs me really tight. And she was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you, Chris. I'm sorry. I'm like, Ma, what's up? Like I'm like, what's wrong? Like, know, she's like, nothing. I'm just gonna go. I'm like, all right, just get where you're going safe, all right? And she's like, yes, yes, yes. She's like, okay, I love you and all that stuff. And I was like, I love you too, Ma. Like, we here. Look, see, I'm already coming down a little bit. But that's that. She said that, and um, I sent her a text message like at, I want to say like 8:30, 7:30, like 7:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I sent her a text message. It's like, just saying like, yo, Ma, look, I'm home, I'm chilling. Laura's here with me. Everybody's here with me. We're just chilling here. Listen, I love you. Just do me a favor. Don't drink tonight, and if you are, don't overdo it. You know, I'm gonna come see you tomorrow. We're gonna chill in Manhattan tomorrow and shit. All right, love you. Miss you. And I sent it, and that was the last text message. That was the last text message that I sent to her, and she didn't respond back. And it was crazy because she always responds back. Like, she's always on her phone. She always responds back. So it bugged me out. Like, but at that moment of time, I wasn't really worried because gave her a hug. I did what I had to do as a son. And later on that night comes 4:40 a.m. in the morning. I'm just about to go to bed. I'm a late sleeper, so I'm just about to go to bed, and I get a call like, Chris, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on? Like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, what's going on? Like, what the fuck? Like, why you calling me this late? Like, what's up? Oh, your mother's in the hospital. I said, what? Woke up, put my stuff on, punched a hole in my wall because I was just upset. Like, yo, what the fuck going on? Like, I left the house, ran to the bus stop. And I'm just, as I'm running, I'm just yelling out, to God, please, God, no, 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 not this, not, no, no, please, no. And as I'm going, I feel it in me, feel it in me. That it is like he's telling me, I have to, I have to, I have to. And I'm just like, no, 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 no. I'm running to him. No, 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 don't do it. Don't take her. Don't take this one. Don't take her. Don't take her. And I get to the hospital and, that happens, and that's what really fucked me up. That's what broke me. Now, who broke me is the crazy part. Who broke me was my father. That's who broke me. My father broke me because at that moment of time, they couldn't really tell us nothing. They did surgery for a very long time on her, a very long time. And, I'm texting everybody like, yo, listen, mom's in the hospital. Like, you guys got to come out here right now. Da, da, da. And the text messages that I was getting back were like so upsetting, like pissed off, like, and it was just like, oh, I can't right now. I'm doing something. Like, you know, whatever you guys deal with that's your mother, da da da. And I'm just like, yo, bro, like, it's serious. Like, come to the hospital, bro. Like, it's serious. Come to the hospital. And he was just like, no, I'm not going. I'm not going. And I'm like, wow, bro. Like, all right, I see the true colors. Until the next day came. Literally, the morning, that same day, but the morning, the sun came up. Then that's when everybody came to the hospital, and they came to the hospital like in the evening. I'm there waiting from fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, all the way to 3 in the afternoon, 4 in the afternoon. They're walking to the hospital. I'm there, drained, pissed off. My eyes is red. I'm trying to smoke a blunt. I can't even get high. Like, it was that serious. Like, and all that was said was, what the fuck am I doing here? And I'm like, yo, bro, you're not even gonna tell me if I'm okay or something like that. Like, I've been up since this time. Like, you're not gonna ask me what's up. That's all you're gonna say is, yo, what the fuck am I doing here? And I'm just like, wow, okay. Until the doctor came out and the doctor explained to him, because he worked at the hospital, because he worked in a hospital. He worked in a hospital, so he had like more pull to know what's going on. You know what I mean? So when they told him, that's when he was shocked and he was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? But after all that happened, at that same time, he this is what fucked me up. And is that he had a trip. He had a trip planned out. And we was trying to figure out, and this was like, we already got the notice that, she passed, whatever it was, and she was a donor, so we donated her kidneys and her, her organs to people out there who needed help or whatever it was, and at the same time, it was like, okay, now what is next? And I would go to him and be like, yo, like, we're going through this together. It's not just you. We're going through this together. And he would just deny it, and he'd be like, no, what the fuck can you help me with? What the fuck can you help me with? And I'm like, yo, I can help you, bro. Just chill. Like, And, him saying that it hurt me, because it was like, yo, you're more worried about a trip that you paid already for, but your wife is dying. And since that day, bro, like, it made me look at him differently, completely different. And that's who hurt me. That's who broke me. That's who broke me. Was my father, for doing that shit, because my mother was dying on her deathbed. And he was worried about a trip that he had to go to because he already paid for it. And it was just crazy. It was just crazy, man. And like I tell all my people, is like, yo, love your mother, bro. Don't love your parents, because God forbid if one of them go, your father or your mother, that's the only father you got. That's the only mother you got. You don't have no other mother. You don't have no other father. Care for them, love them, regardless of whatever they're going through, or regardless of whatever you and your parent is going through. Love them, because you don't know when time is up, and life is short, and you don't know when it's their time. And tell them that you love them every morning, every day, until they get annoyed of it. Because once they get annoyed of it, then they'll know, like, okay, yeah, my kid really loved me. And I just I hope that never happens to nobody else. And like I hope you get to say I love you your last time, before they go. Because you just never know. Thank you guys so much for watching the Real Talk podcast. It's your man Chris. So stay tuned in. The episode will be up on YouTube and all platforms. So pull up and let me know if you want to be interviewed. Let me know if you want to come on the show. Peace.